Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці.
Dear Ukrainians, I wish you health. The key for today is energy. The situation in Odesa region is very difficult. After the night strike by Iranian drones, Odesa and other cities and villages of the region are in the dark. So far, more than 1.5 million people in Odesa are without electricity. Only critical infrastructure is connected, and to the extent where it is possible to supply electricity. In total, Russian terrorists used 15 Shahed drones against Odesa during one night on Saturday. This is the true attitude of Russia towards Odesa residents. Deliberate bullying, deliberate attempt to bring disaster to the city. Our sky defenders managed to shoot down 10 drones out of 15. Well done. Power engineers, repair crews, regional authorities, everyone is working non-stop to restore power. Unfortunately, the hits were critical, so it takes more than just a period of time to restore electricity. It doesn't take hours, but a few days. Unfortunately, we will do everything we can to speed up the recovery. Please, while the repairs are in progress, help your friends, your neighbors, and the elderly in Odesa to find and use the points of invincibility. Points of invincibility are deployed. There you can warm up, charge your equipment, get access to mobile communication, get the necessary important support. In general, both emergency and stabilization power outages continue in various regions. The power system is now, to put it mildly, very far from a normal state. There is an acute shortage in the system. That is why there are shutdown schedules. The largest number is in Lviv, Vinnytsia, Kyiv, Ternopil, Sumy, Zakarpattia, Zhytomyr, Khmelnytsky regions, and in the city of Kyiv. It must be understood, even if there are no heavy missile strikes, this does not mean that there are no problems. Almost every day in different regions there are shelling, there are missile attacks, drone attacks. Energy facilities are hit almost every day. Due to losses in the system, everyone in the system has to reduce the limits. Recovery is also very difficult. But still, our energy and utility crews are doing truly heroic things, restoring in weeks what would have required months of work. And I thank each who is working to restore power and save the power system. I also thank everyone who realizes how hard it is for our defenders of the sky, how hard it is for the repair crews, and very hard for the energy workers, how hard it is for people who protect our lives. On December 10th, we have important news from Norway. There is a new support package from this country in the amount of $100 million. And precisely for the restoration of our energy system after these Russian strikes. I thank all Norwegians for this decision. I am thankful to the government. In general, we receive defense, economic and very important political support from Norway, as well as a lot of humanitarian assistance. Norway also helps with the purchase of gas. We will work together on the reconstruction of Ukraine. I want to thank you once again. On December 10th in the Norwegian capital, Oslo, the annual ceremony of awarding the Nobel Peace Prize took place. This year, the language of Ukraine, our Ukrainian language, was heard for the first time at the ceremony, thanks to the Center for Civil Liberties and its head, Mrs. Matvichuk, who became laureates of the Peace Prize. I congratulate Ms. Alexandra, her colleagues and all Ukrainian human rights defenders on this recognition. It is symbolic that the ceremony takes place on this very day, International Human Rights Day. In Ukraine, before there was no national day of gratitude and respect for the human rights movement, all those who dedicate their lives to the protection and restoration of people's rights. Now such a day has been established and will be celebrated annually on December 10th, Human Rights Day. Earlier I sent several more important decrees, in particular about awarding state scholarships. And Mr. Adam Bekirov was awarded the state scholarship named after Levko Lukyanenko. This is a special scholarship with which the state supports those who were released from the captivity of the occupiers, who were saved from Russian repression. Outstanding figures of our science, culture and art have been awarded other state scholarships, a total of 100 Ukrainian men and women. I thank everyone who works for our country. Glory to everyone who fights for Ukraine and thanks to whom we can live and work. Eternal memory to all those who died for our freedom. Glory to Ukraine.